This is the station just with the 2x4. Back, up, and in, down 1, 2, 3. Do that for 1 to 3 minutes a day. That's in line. Left arm elevation, shoulder turn. And I'll do this from all 3 angles. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Good impact. Swing. Hips are at the shortstop. Club head is at the target. Hands are at shortstop. At 3 o'clock. Still have a center in my hand. Position here. One, 2, 3. That's all the drill is. That was 40% effort. I've been training hands, and that ball went right out here. Perfect. So I'm giving good feedback that by doing these patterns here, the whole point of this hand path drill is to eliminate left, center, eliminate this whole part of the ball starting with the right hand longer, pulling it, hooking it, get rid of the whole left side of the ball, please. Back at it again. Good startup. The top. Down. 1001, 1002, 1003. Fire. Finish. This eliminates me from coming to your side, and this eliminates me from coming to the top. One, 2, 3. Well, that was awesome. Because that's been my challenge too, right? All golfers issue with left, right, left, right.
So now what if you're
So as we talked about, we're gonna go ahead and get the laser beam in front. So first of all, I've already got my body positioned over here. And you might even want to practice just on 1 foot. So unless I need to hit it low, I'm always playing the ball in front of up here. So if I need to hit a low shot, a chip shot around it, I'll play it back. But most of the time, since this is where the shaft is vertical, this is where I'm gonna play the ball.
Okay.
So in my practice swings, I can have wrist cock, and then uncocking, and then it turns into a bending motion so that the shaft the club head passes the hand and that gets the ball to the air. What I want to be doing is I want to be looking here. If I'm taking a practice swing, I'm gonna be looking in front of the ball. Where exactly I'm gonna hit this club on the grass. Now it keeps bouncing back here.
Say you barely want that ball to go past your green pad.
What's that, bud?
You're hitting on a green pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your shot is you want that ball to actually still land on the green pad.
Okay.
And but you don't want it to roll much more than 2 yards. Are you playing it? So you're playing it way forward.
What I'm really doing, Al, is I'm actually slowing this down like a putting stroke. So so if I had a 30-foot putting stroke, it would be more like this. But if I had a 3-foot putting stroke, it'd be more like this. So it's just the tempo, the speed, the acceleration. So here, I'm gonna let the club head get to here. I'm gonna let the club head get to here, and I'm gonna let that drop at the same time that I fire my hips. Because if there's no hip rotation, then it's gonna be tough. Right? So slow back, very little wrist cock, and then I'm gonna turn my hips and allow my torso, this whole power package, to just turn through like a putting stroke. Land right there and roll down to there.
That's the one I chili dip a lot.
Okay, so go back and if you were to putt it that far, how much energy would you have? Right, so there's my energy. That's how far I took it back, and I'm gonna make sure that I fire my hips. This is the same thing as doing a 24-foot or 18-foot or a 12-foot one-arm putting stroke left-handed with hip rotation. Without hip rotation, here's the putting stroke. But it's with hip rotation, putting stroke. Now, I want to make sure that the leading edge hits the ball first. I want to make sure the leading edge hits the ball first. And the only way to do that is I got to take my practice swings up here. You notice how my hips and knees and everything is always rotating. So that would have carried 6 yards. Pretty good shot.
Like I can't. Maybe I'm hitting them too low on those little really nice finesse.
Let me demonstrate that. So let me make sure you're putting stroke, right? Here's my putting stroke. Now I have my putting stroke with some hip rotation. So no hip rotation, but here's my backswing and putting stroke. I'm gonna rotate my hips.
Well, I have definitely been putting in, even on the small swings, wrist cock.
Okay. So try without wrist cock.
I should stop that.
Try without wrist cock, see what happens.
Okay.
So now if I take that same, so the challenge you have is how many yards? 6 yards?
Yeah, see, I mean, I want the ball to roll no farther than how far the ball's in the air.
Okay, well that's so the more wrist cock you have, the more spin you have to get it to check. But if we have no wrist cock, then here's no wrist cock, and then here's so remember, here's the putting stroke, right? Here's the putting stroke. Now here's the putting stroke with hip turner. Now there's a lot of energy there. What happens if I have slower energy? So we get one ball to stop short of that. It would be to really slow back and slow through, but it's still driving. It's just slow, 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 slow. Hit right in the wood. Now a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. So where you're going to have to work on training is how slow you take it back and match your downswing without decelerating. So I'm going to have it slow back and slow through. Now watch how fast I come back. Faster, faster. That's going to determine the distance. So we got the ball on my left foot, all the weight's off my back foot, putting stroke, putting stroke, putting stroke with hip and knee rotation. So really slow back, and then I fire my left hip. Really slow back, fire my left hip. I'm going to take it back a little bit quicker, fire my left hip. So you can see and demonstrate how slow I'm taking this back, but I'm really making sure that even though I have no wrist cock, there's a little bit of wrist cock here. What's happening is the hip is starting the shift and the rotation, and then the club is just coming along further up. Work on those things and become the best wedge player. So this tee is where the ball is at. I position it, for me, I position it right off my left heel. So the club shaft, the head is on the left heel. There's the handle. So here's where my crotch is at. So I run the handle back where my crotch is at. And then I'm going to take, now my weight's up here. My crotch is still back here, but my weight's up here. Now all I have to do is just take the club head up quickly and then learn how to throw the handle right underneath this ball. So you have to learn how to educate your hands really good here. Throwing my hands under it. I can come at it at a really fast pace, or I can come at it with a really slow pace, just like I just did with the putting stroke. Slow back and slow through.
Are you square or are you a little open? Your stance.
I am square.
Is your club face square or a little open?
My club face is massively open.
Massively open.
Massively open. So here's square. It's like that.
Okay.
It's open 45 degrees.
So club face way open, stance square.
Right. So here.
Are you, and you're swinging on your stance line, not on, you're not, are you bringing the club outside to in, or?
So look, the target's right down there. I'm here.
Right.
Up. And I'm going to throw the club head underneath the ball.
Okay.
So now this is where the key comes in. This goes back to what we just demonstrated in the chipping motion. The reason that the first ball went only hit to that 2x4 is because I went back like this and went through like this. The reason why I flew over it because I went back like this. I added more speed, which more acceleration. So now, if I want to hit a 5-yard bunker shot, back, through. If I want to hit a 15-yard bunker shot, back, through. 20 yards, more, just more acceleration. but the acceleration begins in the backstroke. You have to make sure it's slow back.